This is Going Beyond Testing. I'm Mark Allen, along with the CEO of NJ Labs, Sandra Lee. And we're going to talk about the fact that we're all consumers. This is something that's important to you,
It is.
to get your message out about integrity, about transparency. What do you mean by that we're all consumers?
I think we all get hungry at one point, right? And we eat food. We, at one point or another, experience some type of pain. We take painkillers. There's so many products out there that we may be a manufacturer or a testing laboratory, but at the end, we're all human beings. We all consume products. I think that we forget sometimes that there are people at the end, right? We just think money, 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 we need to sell, we need to market, we need to brand, but we forget who's actually buying these. The consumers drive the market. If there's no need for it, then there's no product, right? There's no successful companies. And so even if we're a business, a lot of my motivation comes from the fact that I want to protect myself, my family, my friends, and those people that I come in contact with and I network with, because it's
And we thank you for
yeah.
that.
Thanks. And I think it's really important to educate the public about what's going on behind the label, behind what you're buying.
And because of that, manufacturers, product developers should be testing.
Yes. Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
and it's completely selfish. Really. No, it is. It's a selfish motivation. If you're developing a vitamin D supplement or turmeric or whatever supplement it might
Right.
be, right? Or pharmaceutical or cosmetic, your family's going to end up using the product.
Yeah.
You don't
At
want to
one
make them
point.
sick,
Mhm.
right?
At one point, I have a vitamin D deficiency. So I'm required to go out and buy these capsules off the counter and take them.
Right.
I have no idea if what I'm taking is good or not, as a consumer, until I started working in this industry and I began to see what's going on behind the scenes, right? So I'm trusting that the manufacturer is testing their products before they sell it, and I'm trusting that it's doing what it's supposed to do in my body. And guess what? At the end of every 3 months, I get blood work done to see if my vitamin D goes up. Sometimes it actually goes down, which means whatever I'm taking wasn't effective.
Or you're not
Sometimes-
taking enough?
Maybe, but I'm following doctor's orders.
Got it.
And sometimes it's going up, it's getting better. So it's really difficult to measure, because I'm not a clinician, I'm not a doctor, so it's difficult to measure. But I think as a consumer myself, going through that process and my needs and what I need in my personal life, I feel like I'm closer to the market now. I'm closer to these manufacturers because what I go through, I see it. I'm lucky enough to see both ends of the spectrum, behind and in front.
And you're taking vitamin D. I asked you, what about your kids? You have 3 kids. Are you, you may ask them to take it. Maybe they will,
Yeah.
maybe they won't. They're kids after all. But you provide some kind of supplementation to your children?
Yeah, my kids are picky, and I think a lot of people have experienced this in their family. Kids don't want to eat vegetables and fruits.
Nope.
And so I have to entice them by taking these gummy vitamins or elderberry gummies or fiber gummies, just because I feel like they're not getting enough in their natural diet. So I supplement it to make sure that they're getting enough nutrients. But again, it's the same question. I was like, I really don't know if it's being effective or not. I don't know if there's enough in it or not. And that really goes back to, I hope and I trust these manufacturers are testing their products appropriately.
Do you test the products that you take for yourself or your kids?
Unfortunately, none of those products that I take are my clients, so I do not.
You already have.
I have in other ways.
Yes.
In other ways.
Well, if they're your clients, you know the results. You know
That's
that they
true.
work. Sandra, thank you very much for sharing that. That's a personal point of view, and I think it's an important point of view for product developers, for manufacturers to take note that their products are going to be used by families and other people as well as yourself. And you don't want, residual solvents or
Heavy metals.
or mold or anything else. You want to know that your product is safe. And I think the way to do that is for testing. And if you want information on testing, you can always look at NJ Labs. NJ Labs, our website is on the screen right now. Sandra, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to be back with more of Going Beyond Testing.